Hey, what is going on, car enthusiasts? This is Wes coming to you again from El Cajon's finest. All right, today, hey, I am talking with Julie here, and she's going to give us a backstory on her 1934 Chrysler here. So, Julie, you want to go ahead and talk to the car enthusiast out here and just give them a backstory on how you obtained the vehicle and everything and got it to its current condition?
Absolutely. Well, I grew up restoring antique cars with my father, and he passed away a year ago, and this is the last of many in his legacy, and this is the baby to keep going. So it's a 1934 Chrysler Airflow, and there was about 29,000 and some change made originally back then. And it was, this is number 117. So it's a really beautiful car. And as we go around it, you'll see a lot of the Art Deco inspiration.
Okay. Now, when you say you said 117?
117. I think it was 117 or 174. I'm just.
I thought I saw 170 something on the storyboard.
Yeah, so it might have been 170.
Okay. So
yeah.
What does that mean?
Out of the production line, that was the number that it came out.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
170.
so that's why it's all written down, just so I don't forget. But,
okay. Got it.
I have to peruse some of my own material.
Okay. All right.
It's a straight A. It's got 150 horsepower.
Okay.
And it has an overdrive, so when I hit 35 miles an hour, I let off of the gas and it shifts for me into overdrive, which allows me to go to a higher speed.
Okay.
And it drives really nicely at 70.
Okay.
Although my father gives him a heart attack to think, you know, I said I didn't want him coming back from the grave, and so I'm trying to keep it at 65. But
at 65,
every now and then I feel with my lead foot I get it 70.
Okay.
But it does perform quite well.
Okay.
This Airflow actually has been in 2 Chrysler Airflow commercials and done several car shows, and Jay Leno wanted to buy this one.
Wow.
He ended up buying one like it, and he is a member of the Airflow Club.
Oh, so Jay Leno wanted to. So how much was he trying to give you for it?
I don't know, but the joke was that my dad, there's a really great picture of him, and he said, Jay, I'm not trading you for your damn Duesenberg. You know,
oh, okay,
of course,
yeah.
Those are like $1 million car, but that is its priceless to us.
Okay.
Family, so.
All right. And I see this year, 1934, right?
Yes.
That's is that like the original license plate right here?
It is an original 1934 plate.
Okay. Okay.
What's really nice is you can do a historical plate.
Yes.
Or if you can find one in great condition for the year of your car. So this just elevates the boys and their toys type thing. So he found perfect plates.
Okay.
And you can, the state actually will let you register them.
Okay,
so
got
it's
it.
really nice. When you see them in great condition, you want to snatch them up because they're getting rarer and rarer.
Okay, all right.
Sorry about the bee poop here. We just got back from a national convention in Cambria, and I haven't had a chance to completely detail.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, we're at a car show. We understand the cars are on the road, so it's not like, you know, we're in some building with, you know, show cars or anything like that. Yeah, we put these suckers on the road right here.
Yes, we do.
You
we
know?
drive it everywhere. So it's really nice. You'll see some fun things. The aerodynamics in here, the windows, the split windows that open to give you ventilation.
Wow.
Back then, air conditioning and heating was heater was actually optional.
Okay.
These are vents, so when I'm driving, the air can come in and down by my feet.
All right.
I also have these nice twist windows here that open.
Okay,
Old school here, if you remember these. So
I remember those back in the 70s.
Those are a lot of fun. But you'll see all of the aerodynamics.
These
are manual open, so it cools off my engine.
Oh, okay.
So when it's cold, I can leave them shut, but it helps cool off the engine, keeps it cool.
Okay.
And then if you come in here, you'll notice seat belts. Now, seat belts weren't part of what was in these originally, but because we drive it so much, it's just safer to have them, and the insurance companies tend to like
Got
it. One of my favorite things is the dashboard. If you look in there, it really has an aerodynamic feel, and it has his and her glove boxes, which is really kind of cool.
Okay.
And it also has his and her ashtrays, but we don't smoke, and so it's kind of a unique thing.
Yeah, his and her ashtray, and his and her window.
Exactly, everything's split. So they were ahead of their time.
Wow.
Something kind of neat too is when I adjust the seat, it has either forward or back. There's no up, down, left, right.
Okay.
No lumbar support. It's just forward or back. So sometimes you'll catch me with a pillow in there. So.
Okay.
This is the suicide doors here, as you see, and you'll see the back. These are also ashtrays here.
You know what? I don't think I ever recall an older car having suicide door. I honestly thought that was some new stuff, like with a lot of the newer cars.
It was something old.
Wow.
The trunk in this one actually is behind the back seat.
Okay.
So when I lift that, you can see the back seat or the trunk. See, so it's way underneath there.
Okay. Wow.
Okay? So it's really it's just really clean. Some of the later model ones, they made them through 37. their trunk is accessible through the back.
Okay.
But this is an unusual one that it's in the front.
Oh, suicide. Okay. What about the tires here? Is that like the original tire with the original rim, or
it's the original rims with the reproduction tire?
Reproduction tire. Okay.
So basically, when it's time for me to replace these 4 tires, I have to order them.
Okay.
And I pay for them, and it takes 3 months for them to manufacture roadworthy reproductions. And then I get them all at once. And then I'll save the best out of the 4 tires as the new spare tire.
Okay.
But if I get a flat tire or something, I get it flatbed towed and carefully, change. I don't change the tire or anything on the side of the road.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that looks like that might be a lot of work. Look like you have to take the bolt. Take this piece
off, and so there's some things that you don't want to mess with.
Exactly.
And most of the I have insurance through like Haggerty.
Okay.
And they do their own flatbed towing because they know with the antique cars.
Okay.
You'll see the beautiful. This is the spare tire underneath it. It's one of the prettiest spare tires.
Yeah, it is. That is nice.
It's just so pretty.
Okay. And this piece, is that where
that is actually where you actually. So if I need to check the tire pressure, make sure my spare is working.
Oh man, it's crazy.
And then if I want to take it off, I pop all of this off and the shell comes off.
And the shell, okay.
And then you just unbolt it off.
Yeah. And that is a nice bumper right there.
So you can see the beautiful chrome bumper. So all that, nice. All the chrome we took off. This was an off-frame restoration. So we took all of that off and re-chromed everything.
Wow.
So that it was as original as possible and as perfect as it can be.
Okay.
And then, that's okay. And then, so you can see, and then, it's just details. They were very much into little details at every little thing that you could see. So it made it nice.
Wow, yeah, this looks like this would be a real nice ride. Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
And then the suicide doors.
Okay. Now, hold on. Is this the original upholstery?
No.
Okay.
It's the original upholstery style that it was, but it's all brand new materials that were reproduced, as close as possible.
Yes.
Because there was enough of the original upholstery colors in here, even though they were really in decay. There was enough for us to match and do some good work, which was done by, again, my sister's father-in-law when he had an upholstery shop in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So it was a labor of love, very family. All the family was involved in one way or another, so it made it very nice.
Yes, definitely.
This is the kind of cars you see on TV.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
When you start seeing them in person, like what?
Exactly.
All right, so we popping the hood right here.
Pop the hood for you.
All right. Oh, wow, okay.
Next year, you need to come out here for a girl night out.
So here is the straight 8, as you can see coming across there. You'll see the straight 8 there, and then we have just a lot of. It's perfect. If you looked at the original pictures I showed you earlier, this was all just really a mess.
Rusted.
And
Trees growing up through it.
Wow, that bad. It was one of those.
We had to weed whack it practically to get it out of there.
I'm assuming what is this the horn?
The horn. So there's actually 2 horns, and right now I have a short in my horn, so I have to go. It's in the steering column.
Okay.
So we have to take that out. But recently I just had some. Yes, that's me. So what we did recently is we had the whole thing. The gas tank dropped and resealed. And all that fun stuff, and just a lot of little maintenance things that you have to add up on.
Okay.
But that's basically the Airflow, and they made them for 3 years, from 34 to 37, by Chrysler. DeSoto made them as well. And I would encourage you to look online because you'll see all these beautiful grills that are just stunning. So it's a wonderful thing. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope, ladies that are listening out there, if your husband owns a vintage car, you should have one too.
Okay. Now, Julie, my question to you is, and I ask this of everybody that I interview, right? When you get to that right age and you're not driving anymore, who's the car going to?
It's going to go to my nieces.
Okay.
And they're going to have to share it. And if they don't want to share it, it's going to go in an auto museum. And then we'll just keep it in the family and carry it on.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is definitely worthy of an automobile museum.
Well, thank you.
Now, anybody that's out there that might be interested in restoring a vehicle, especially from the ground up, like you had to do, What advice would you offer them? I mean, is this one of those things where it's like, listen, you better make sure you got your money together because it's a big project? If it's something that you're passionate about, you know, could you lose some interest along the way? Because most of the times you do with these vehicles, you hear about people getting them, and then they put them in the garage for several years, and then they might take them back out, or they give them to a relative or something like that.
Yeah, and that happens. One of the things I would say is find a car that you like and love, whether it's one that you grew up with or that you inherited, and you really got to love it, because you can't sit there and count every nickel and dime that goes into it and expect that money out. It's, you know, cars are traditionally a depreciating asset. However, when you buy vintage, they don't depreciate anymore. But like, I used to have a 67 Mustang convertible, so you were always worried about somebody hot wiring it and stealing it.
Okay.
So you never really, when you go to a car show, you never leave it out of your sight. So that's, you know, they're not daily drivers.
Yes.
But they don't depreciate, and you'll have them for years and ever, and then you can pass them on to your family and friends. So it is quite wonderful. Yes, it does take money, and you have a certain amount of maintenance because you don't want to have to keep fixing what you should have in it. But I suggest you join a car club, like Antique Car Club of America, or like I'm specifically with them, and also the Airflow Club of America. And those resources and networks of all of the people in there, the guys are wonderful. Our mechanic also owns 2 different Chrysler Airflows and several other antique cars. So if I need something, he's a resource, and then I tell him what I need, or he'll tell me what I need, and we'll get connected, and we can connect people that are looking for, you know, something very rare or something, you know, just
hard
advice and help, or need a upholstery shop or whatever. And depending where it is, it's nationally in the country. The Airflow Club here is actually an international club. So when I pull up our roster, I can see who's in Europe, specifically in Italy. Or if I'm in Australia, I can look up somebody who owns one in Australia. So it makes it quite nice.
I think what I forgot to ask you was, who did the paint job on this vehicle?
My father did.
Your father did?
Yes, but I did 7 coats of wax after he did the paint job, because it was a Father's Day gift.
Okay, was he originally a car painter, or is it just something he just did for this particular project?
He was a professional electrical engineer.
Okay.
And his hobbies were airplanes and cars. So he built tons and tons of model airplanes. And he had quite a few vintage old cars all through my life.
Okay.
I think at any one time we had 5 or 6 vintage cars, and we just constantly, you know, just did that. That was just our thing.
Okay.
And he was really, really good at building, painting, tinkering, all that stuff. It was just, he was a perfectionist.
Yes.
So he just didn't do it, he did it right the first time.
Okay.
So it makes my maintenance a lot easier.
Exactly.
Which is what you want to do. But you know, something like this, I'd say annual maintenance is $5,000 to $8,000 a year, because things come up, they need to be replaced. A set of 4 tires is $1,500 to $2,000 with shipping.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, they're just, but they last because I'm not driving every day.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not in the sun. So it sounds like a lot, but then you kind of, it's okay. The only painful thing that I lately have had is the price of gas, because this is a premium baby only.
Oof.
So, and all my other cars are unleaded. So when I have to fill it up with premium, I just kind of.
Yeah, you got to bite on that one.
But you know, she's worth it.
Yeah. 1934. You got to show it some love. Yeah, you got to feed it what it needs, huh?
Keeps it going.
Okay.
Keeps it going.
All right, well,
So
Julie.
Anyway, I have to go.
Okay, I understand. And I thank you for giving me a moment of your time, some time out of your 24. So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm just going to do a quick walk around. I know you got to get out here, go collect your trophy for the vehicle.
Take your time,
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.